Um, what's good? Whoops. I don't know why it made me put it in this orientation. Not my favorite at all, but okay. I must have hit something to make me do that, because it made me do that. Okay. Welcome to the live. Welcome, welcome, welcome back. Welcome back. Welcome back. Welcome back. Welcome back. Welcome back. I didn't write anything down. This is the type of message I would normally be more prepared for. So we're just going to get into it and see what it is that we need to know about the current spiritual warfare. I hate this orientation. It's not that bad, but not my favorite. Because you guys can't see the desk. Okay. Okay, so be advised about your sexual energy, your sacral energy. That's one of the main things that a demon likes to attack, okay? And attach themselves to. And if you are currently sleeping with someone, you know, it might be a good time to pull back, you know, or just depending on your connection. You know, if you have a strong connection, okay. But if this is just like a friends with benefits, something that's not really healthy for you anyways, let it go. Okay. I am becoming an advocate for people focusing on themselves, mastering ourselves. Master yourself. Focus on yourself. Saving all your energy from you. It's time for you to build yourself up. And the thing about it is that our society kind of says, like, the man should be the leader, which is wrong, okay? That is not in tune with nature, okay? And we are going back to nature. We are getting back in tune with the earth and the universe and divinity. And so it's like we have to return to what's real. And the truth is that divine feminine energy is the spiritual leader, okay? And so divine feminine needs to stop looking outside of herself for guidance, because everything is inside, okay? Same thing with divine masculine, because we have the feminine and masculine energies both within us. So masculine does not need a woman to follow either. Masculine needs to follow self and just follow that intuition, that intuitive guidance, okay? Which is could be laying dormant, or maybe just not as exercised and practiced as women, as because we are more in tune with that energy more naturally, okay? But yeah, everybody needs to stay focused on themselves. And so if you don't have a partner, you're doing better, because those who do have to really look at their partner with the side eye and say, are you supposed to be in my life? And then once they, for those who realize, no, they're not, man, that's a whole journey in itself, trying to get into being alone. So if you're feeling lonely, baby, connect deeper in the spirit, because there's growth, okay? Your sacral chakra, okay? So this might be the energy that's under attack. And that might be why I'm talking about like couples right now, is that your sacral energy may be under attack. Your confidence may be under attack. They want to, I feel like they're trying to make this whole single mother thing, you know, a slur, like being a single mother is a slur, when it's like, what? Like, and blame women and comfort women's confidence, because it's single mothers who are going the hardest, you know, as far as groups of single people, you know what I'm saying? Because they have someone to provide for, someone or someone's to provide for, okay? And so they really want to tear down the self-esteem of these type of women, because they are so powerful, okay? So wearing the color orange, I know that there's like a lot of people are doing red hair, orange hair. Yes, okay. Or wearing it, or just doing other things to balance out your sacral chakra. I would refrain from frivolous masturbation. Now, if you have like, if you're like manifesting something, or you really using that energy to create, okay, but like frivolousness, you know, because there might be a heightenedness of, I don't know, like horniness. I don't know. I'm sorry, I don't have no better proper term to use. You may be feeling that feeling like more, and it's not because it's only to capture your sacral energy. So you may have people who are not even attached to you anymore, or that you don't want to be attached to, you pulling on your sacral energy, past partners and things of that nature, especially if they do hold that warlock witch energy. They may be literally focusing in on you, or they could just be casually focusing in on you, but that's a way for you to lose energy and be drained. Okay, we need to master ourselves and our creativity and who we are, and like what we are here to grow, bring to the world, and our fierceness, our power. You know, this is what sacral energy. It helps you feel like, yeah, let's go, let's get it. Okay, and they're trying to slow you down. Okay, smoking weed is not recommended at this time. If you know that it brings your energy down, and anything that's getting you out of let's get it, let's go energy. Yeah, no. So overeating, eating bad foods. It's time to clean all that shit up, okay? Aquarius energy, because it's the age of Aquarius, the veil is gone at this point, okay? We got spirits, we got demons and angels just walking around. Some of us can actually see them with our physical eyes. Others can feel their presence really strong, and others are completely freaking oblivious, okay? So, yeah, this age of Aquarius energy, man, be a leader, stand up and shine. I love to talk about putting on your end of the world outfit on, okay? Like, who are you for real? If you're a warrior, be a warrior. If you're a queen, be a queen. If you're a king, be a king. If you're a magician, be a magician. If you're a witch, be a witch, okay? Like, be who you really are underneath the mask. True authenticity. First of all, that's what's going to get you paid. That's what's going to get you the respect. That's what's going to get you like the community, the lifestyle, everything that you've been hoping for. Star card, okay? Star power is upon you. You are that it factor. You got that it factor, baby. Turn it up, turn it up, turn it up. Okay, and also this is like your star guidance. The heavens are teaching you, showing you exactly what they want you to do, where they want you to go. Got a nice little monitoring spirit over here. I did not catch that. Ooh, heart chakra and swords are here. This is the heart chakra was already flipped up. So remember, we're manifesting through the heart chakra. I'm hurting from the rooted to the tuta. So just like balancing your chakras so that there's a nice flow from sacral, solar, heart, okay? Sacral, solar, heart. Let's get that nice and aligned, okay? Because that's what's being attacked the most. Your heart also, you may you know, just be aware of any type of heart pain or problems. It could be literally a spiritual attack, but the main way to combat that spiritual attack, you know, get checked out if you feel like you're having heart problems, right? But if you kind of know that it's kind of on a more of a spiritual aspect, even if it's physical, get your physical health in order. Exercise your body. Get that heart pumping, okay? So that the flow is going well, okay? Your mind. It doesn't say it here, right? But your swords is your mind. This is like your brow chakra, okay? So you want to make sure that your heart and mind are on one accord, okay? Be aware of what you're eating and drinking and receiving from people, because people could be on some poison type stuff. But I also feel like you could make yourself a potion Like, you could make yourself a tea, and it's not so much about the physical components of the tea, more of the intentions that you put into it. So like, you could make yourself like a sexy bitch water, or strong man tea, you know what I'm saying? And it's like, it's not even so much about the herbs or that you're putting into it. It's really more about the intentions that you're infusing it with. So recommend, okay, because that's going to combat things while everybody's out to pull you down, right? But you are literally drinking intention tea. You know, they want to make you sleepy, and you're drinking the go hard tea you made for yourself. Okay, so they don't got nothing on that. You have the warfare is actually very low. It's damn near physical. So a lot of the warfare is in making false reports on you, fucking up your image, telling people that you did this or that, you know, trying to blackmail, expose, like a lot of it is they're attempting to do things to you in the physical realm, but you can fight, and everything goes in the spirit first, okay? And as long as you remain high vibrational, they really can't touch you. So you just want to be aware that this is happening, so that you are intentionally remaining high vibrational by being grateful. One way you can raise your vibration is by counting your blessings. There's a saying where they be like, I tried to count my blessings and I lost count. And it's like, it really be like that when you really get down to air and water and food and shelter. Okay, those things are true blessings. Okay, take it from somebody who did not have her own place for a while. Okay, with 4 kids out here with homelessness, experiencing homelessness. Is a blessing that I made it through that. Okay, so Leo energy, we're still in Leo season, but we're saying bye-bye. It's funny, my daughter's birthday is the first day of Leo season, and it's like, after hers, it's done maybe that first week. Once it gets to August, I'm like, moving on. I forget that it's even Leo season anymore, but that's just for me. Your confidence and your sacral chakra, bro. That's big Leo energy. Confidence, sacral chakra energy, orange, the sun. Okay, that is period. Okay, so mastering yourself, stay focused on yourself. It may seem selfish. Self-love looks selfish to people who ain't never practiced it. My dog is messing with the tripod. That's why we got a little shaky. Come on, Pookie. No. And I don't want you chewing on that, Pookie. No. Okay. So it's giving me that they're trying to come for your confidence. They're trying to come for your drive. And all you have to do is drink your water and mind your business. Yeah, transformation, and just continue to evolve. So soon they'll be attacking the old version of you. They're out here, they're punching the one who had all the insecurities, right? They're saying, ping, 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 ping. Excuse my fighting stance. Pew, 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 pew. Right? To the version of you that doesn't even exist anymore, okay? They're beating up the part of you that was suffering from their mother wound, and suffering from their body image wounds, and you're past that. So it's like, Ruby Dooby. And she ran away because she know better. She know that was her. She ran away. She did run away. Yeah, so they're beating up. All you have to do is continue to evolve. Okay, you might wake up. I've been having a little bit of anxiety lately, which is not regular. Like, I'm like, so I'm noticing it because I'm like, hold up, I haven't felt this way in a long time. At one point, I was so anxious every day. I thought it was who I was. I thought it was part of who I was, you know? And now I'm like, hold on, why do I feel this feeling? And all it takes is for me to recognize it and try to identify what's bothering me and move on. So like, they can send all the anxiety spells you want to. All it's going to do is help you really overcome whatever is left in you that has you feeling some level of fear, right? Some level of insecurity. That's literally all it takes. 1, 2, 3, 4. It's 10 cards. Okay. Let's do 11 instead. Throat chakra. Okay, so speak your truth. So once you kind of figured it out in your mind, this is all just giving me also the alignment, taking me back to alignment. Just get it all aligned. It didn't mention the root, but just, hey, hold on 1 second, guys. Dog safety, guys. She's like literally chewing on a wire. Okay. So yeah. Definitely going back to the chakra alignment. And you just want to be on one accord with yourself. And, you know, when you're in a period of trying to work on yourself, doing it by yourself is the best. Okay. You know, I was pushed into like isolation as like a punishment, right? And it honestly was the best thing for me. Like, highly recommend having no friends or lovers. You know what I'm saying? Highly recommend not talking to your family and only dealing with, you know, whoever you have to deal with. And I'm not completely alone. I have children, right? But as far as like decision makers or influences, you know what I'm saying? Highly recommend doing all that shit out by yourself. You know, even as a mother, a single mother, and that's not always been my story. I was married. I'm still legally married, but I was in a relationship for 20 years. And, you know, majority of my life. Majority of my adult life anyways. And just highly recommend not having to ask anybody for permission to be who you are. Not highly recommend not needing validation from anyone. And it might seem strange depending where you are on your journey, because I know for me, I was kind of like forced to learn these lessons. And so now it's natural and easy for me. But I know that if you have different type of family dynamics, or maybe you're someone who's never had a relationship, like a long-term relationship, and that's something that you desire, it might sound silly or weird to me or weird to you to say like, hey, just being by yourself is best. Okay. But it will help you grow into the person you want to be, so you're really ready to interact with other people and have close-knit relationships. Okay, I just seen yellow, that is symbolic of the solar plexus chakra. So your chakras, you guys, something about our chakras. So I think today I might actually spend some time in like studying the chakras and kind of like remembering, because I've already kind of been down that road before, but remembering about how to align them and getting and incorporating that into a daily practice. Seeing and shadow work is really giving me speak your truth. Okay. Also, it could be like singing is a beautiful way to conjure and move energy. Okay. So that might be very healing for you as you go through this shadow energy, as you do this shadow work to clear the blockages. So sometimes chakra work is as simple as visualizing it spinning, right? And other times it's as deep as really removing certain blockages that are there. I remember when I first started, you know, getting into chakras and spirituality on that type of level, I was trying to figure out like, how do I get money? How do I manifest money? And they were saying like you needed your root chakra to be right, you know? And so I started doing these, I'm an adoptee. And so my, I was taken away from my mother at birth. And so like, that's a like super deep subconscious wound, right? So I started doing like inner child healing meditations in an effort just to learn how to manifest money. Okay, I wasn't even trying to go all deep like that. I feel like I'm just getting out of this. I did that in 2017. I feel like I just came up for air, just finally like realized like, oh wow, I've removed the blockage now. The blockage has been removed. It took time. So when you're doing this shadow work stuff, like you never know how deep the rabbit hole goes, but just know that your ancestors are like, yes, 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 yes. Because our ancestors, bro, no matter where you come from, just based on how our society structure is, it's like they didn't have the freedom that we have, the freedom, the acceptance, you know what I mean? The ability to say, I'm going to focus on myself and master myself. I'm going to fuck my shit. I'm taking care of myself. You know, like, bro, even 20 years ago, it was a shame to having a family that was not intact, or you just to make certain decisions, you know, like we talk about like women's rights and stuff, and some people are like, ew, well, I don't even know why we did that whole women's rights thing, especially people who are like pro patriarch. And it's like, no, it's not about like, oh, women just really wanted to work. No, women wanted to not be treated as property, and women didn't want to be abused. That is why women's rights matter, okay? And so it's like, but like, it's not, we're not that far removed, even from slavery and things of that nature. We're not that far removed as a society, okay? And so it's like, we are healing that. Okay, so, and all praise to the Most High Power that we've come to this place as a country. If I could talk about, you know, black and white, okay? I'm not going to sugarcoat a damn thing. You know, Black people have to heal the wounds of being imprisoned, and the deliberate attempts, you know, the deliberate sacral stealing, the deliberate creativity theft, the deliberate, like, they literally were like, to make a better slave, okay, no toys, okay? Like, they deliberately had to break us down, put us against each other, old versus young, man versus woman, okay? I can't remember what Jim Crow, okay, all the Jim Crow laws at this time, okay, that were created to completely fuck up the minds of the indigenous people on this planet, or in America, right? I can't remember all the things, right? But we have to actually do that shadow work. Like, part of our healing is healing from our time in slavery, okay? Or our time in imprisonment. I don't really like the term slavery anymore, okay? Prisoners of war, all right? And for our white counterparts, they have to heal from the fact that they're actually quite barbaric as fuck. Okay, they did that. You know, like the fact that they used to draw a whole crowd to lynch Black people, okay, to hang them from trees, and they brought their kids, and it was like a whole family event. That's very morbid. Okay, that's something that needs to be healed. And I would say that, like, we're all here for a reason, and we all can do this work. Okay, like, we're gonna balance these scales, whether who likes what or not. But I'm speaking for both sides of the spectrum, is that it really just does come down to healing. It really does come down to balancing our chakras. It really does come down to standing up for what's right, speaking our truths, and you know, mastering self. Okay, so yeah, so that, you know, so fuck the, because that's a huge part of the spiritual warfare against us, is continuing to put our differences against each other. But as much as, you know, I'm on the team of, you know, the oppressed team, and, you know, got to push up, got to rise up type energy, it's like, I see so much value in our differences. Okay, so I just want to say that I think it's a beautiful thing for us all to, like, have different walks of life and work together. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, we just gonna have to heal. And sometimes healing is painful. It takes years. But it's so necessary. I was going to switch decks. Okay, I am going to switch decks, but with the earth, it's like, I don't know. Is it Michael Jackson? We the children. Like something about that. Like with the earth energy that came out, it's just, I'm getting this like, type feeling of, it's really up to us to make the world a better place, you guys. And if you don't want to make the world a better place, then just get off of it. Okay? I got a place for ya. All right? For those of there, because there's definitely a collective who don't want change. There's definitely a collective that want to make, who just want to keep pushing down and pushing down and pushing down. And yeah, you can go ahead and get up off this earth. Okay? Because we're going to have this change. Now, I'm going to try this realist deck. Let's see how it goes with this deck here. All praise to the Most High Power. We are grateful. This is the realist oracle. So we haven't gotten into actual tarot yet. All praise to the Most High Power. We are grateful. That's like a lot. People think I'm crazy, but I'm just a daydreamer. I'm in my vortex. I go to my happy place 100 times a day. Might seem distracted. I'm just manifesting. As Daydreamer by Queen Herbie. She's great. Ascension tension, okay? Conjunction, junction, what's your function? Okay, so, something about that, okay? Ascension tension, like, growth hurts. When you're trying to get your muscles on, okay? I don't know if you've ever done rock climbing. I've done it, like, in an enclosed area, like how she's doing it. That shit is hard, okay? Lifting yourself up, pulling your own body weight is not easy. It requires training and practice. Okay, grit and grind. So what makes you think that spiritual ascension would be easy? What makes you think that healing the earth would be easy? No. Sleepless, okay? This is kind of giving me that anxiety energy, so perhaps you're feeling sleepless. It could be a lot of stress. This picture is almost depicting like, what do they call that? The sleep demon? Sleep paralysis energy? Okay. What's eating you? It's too many cards. Follow the spark. Okay. So you may not be, you may know that you need a change in your life. You're just not really sure. And Spirit is saying, follow the spark. Follow your heart. Follow what makes you feel good. All eyes on you. I feel like you are rising and people can tell. Even if you don't know, even if you think, look, even if you feel like you're not getting the recognition that you deserve, you feel like nobody's watching you, them demons are. They want to stop you. That's why they're trying to, they want to fuck up your sleep or make you sleepy. They want to fuck up your schedule or your energy. They really want to fuck up your energy so that you can't do this grit and grind that's required, okay? It is going to require hard work, okay? I feel like we're going to get like a leg up in certain areas, but we're going to have to sweat, okay? You are being watched, though. You are being watched. I feel like you have an audience. I feel like there's more people watching you that are haters. The other people who like you, they're just not paying attention. Okay? So it's not so much that you're not going to have so many people to celebrate you. It's just they're not on your ass like your haters are. Okay? But in your eyes, you're that it girl. Or it guy. Like in their eyes, in your haters' eye, man, you're amazing, wonderful, great. Like, you're so famous to them. Create. So focus on creating. Building. Focus on building. Okay? That's that sacral energy. That's why they want to take it from you. blissed out. They don't want you to get into that vortex. That vortex energy is when you're just like, yeah, ah, just feeling so great, so amazing, so wonderful, just like happy place. Okay? If you ever heard of Abraham Hicks, she talks about the vortex and like getting into that place. That's how you manifest. You're just like, yeah. Okay? Might want to listen to her. You know, for me, what Spirit is telling me for myself right now is that like I kind of need to go back to some of those beginner things that I used to do when I was first getting into spirituality, listening to the frequencies, doing the mantras, getting in some Abraham Hicks words. I used to get up and listen to like those motivational guys, like you know I'm talking about, the ones who come on and they be like, get up and do your best. You know you need to work. You know, getting up, listening to stuff like that. Get our vibrate. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. We are the dream team, y'all. We're the dream team. And we need to go hard because I feel like our enemy is getting weak because they've given it all they got. They've been expending their energy and we keep on brushing our shoulders off. Okay? So if you're getting tired, all right? And we may have been like, as we transmuted all that energy, like maybe we're sluggish, maybe we're confused, maybe whatever. But it's like, they're getting tired of fighting us. So we need to, you know? Excuse me, guys. Something else about fighting the spiritual war. You know, they may attack, if you're a content creator, they may attack a particular platform, right? But they can't attack them all at once. So it's like we have to go hard where our energy just goes, wah, like in every direction. Like, not just like, oh, I'm Facebook. No, it needs to be Facebook, TikTok, YouTube, Instagram, okay? Or Threads, whatever, okay? It's like you need to go, everyone, post in every place. And I'm just speaking from one perspective because that's like my world or whatever. But like, you might have an avenue like, I don't know, I'm getting fitness instructor. Like maybe you're trying to get clients at the gym. But no, it's like be at the gym as well as start your Saturday program outside at the park, as well as have your online gateway, as well as, you know, having your book. Okay, so it's like all of those. You need to do it all. Okay, and I want you. It might seem overwhelming. Great. That means that you got plenty of work to do, and you know you need to focus on yourself. So that means you're cutting off a bunch of bullshit. You have no idea how much focusing on yourself, minding your own business, working on your goals, and cutting other people out of your life, that could save your life. Somebody you might have a girlfriend literally poisoning you, or putting period blood in your food so she can get some results that she wants, or trying to deliberately get pregnant when that's not really what you want right now, right? You might have somebody literally plotting on you, but because you're choosing to master yourself, and you're saying is when they invite you out to the birthday party, okay, when they invite you to the wedding, you decide ultimately, you know what, I can't go. Not because you're super suspicious of them or don't want to support them. It's because you're choosing yourself. Man, there was somebody there who was going to put some shit in your drink. Okay? So, yeah. It's more than just, oh, you're going up, you're creating, you're becoming better. It's like you're also protecting your own energy. Sexy time. Emphasis on the sacral chakra. Okay, so sexy time needs to be with a very trusted person, someone who's truly has your best interest in mind. I do believe in love. I do believe in connection. Okay, but it is not time for friends with benefits. It is not time for casual shit. That is just, you're just going to lose sacral energy like that. So do as you will. But even when in my marriage, I felt really drained by having sex every day. You know what I mean? And, you know, my husband, I didn't have these terms at the time, but like, he was very like narcissistic and kind of vampiric in his energy. Like he would see me be happy and he'd want to drain that energy from me. You know what I mean? And so just be aware that your sacral energy is very powerful and it should be used to create a better world. A release ritual. Yeah, you can actually gain some energy by releasing things. You're freeing up space in your auric field. In your bag. Get in your bag. Spirit is calling you to rise up and become. I feel like you're going to be, your effort is going to, the money's going to meet your effort, okay? You're going to be rewarded for your efforts, okay? Get in your bag. Focus on yourself. Focus on them goals. Let go of what's not serving you. This is how we win this war. Isn't it crazy how we win the war? We're not fighting them. They're go spirit. Yeah. They're spending, they don't know shit. They're dumb. They just want to defeat you. Okay. So they're expending energy. They're spending money, time, and energy, focusing all on you and how they're going to stop you. Okay. You who is anointed, therefore cannot be stopped. You who is in their path and in their purpose, so it's being divinely protected. So the spell work ain't even penetrating to you. It's literally bouncing off. If it is penetrating, it's because you're a transmuter. Some other people, it's just bouncing off, right? And they're giving you all this energy, okay? They're going to be tired soon because they're not focusing on their own goals. You're literally going to win the war by not paying them no mind. Attention goes where energy flows, where attention goes. So where the energy, they're watching you and talking about you. All the energy is going to you. Okay? So all you have to do is become a master of your energy, and then you can decide, oh, you think I'm ugly? Well, I'm going to smile every time I see you. You know what I'm saying? Oh, you think I'm dumb? Well, you know what? I'm trying to, like, you know, give the best example. I'm going to read more. I'm going to write. You're going to see. You think I'm stupid? Well, let me show you how the people in my niche respect me. So you go hard, because they don't know everything about everything. They might think because they have a college degree, because they got their degree, and they know everything. Okay? And you're just little Miss YouTube studied, right? So you're going to go and you're going to take the knowledge and the experience that you have, and you can share that. Just sharing your story teaches, helps, and shows your intellectual ability beyond their degree. You know what I'm saying? So, boom, that person defeated. Okay, here comes somebody, here comes the romance scammer. But you're not dating right now. You're not dating right now. So, he got to go home, pack it up, buddy. Because it doesn't matter that you were a scammer or if you were a true lover. I'm in my bag, sorry. And something that I recommend for the girlies is that, like, you know, when it does come time for dating, you know, we got to weed them out, right? And it's like, if you go to ballet every Tuesday and a man says, hey, would you like to go out with me on Tuesday? You're not available on Tuesday. Okay? You understand that? If you had a full schedule before he arrived, continue with that full schedule and have him work it out. You might have something to do every damn day of the week. If he's the one, what he gonna do is say, like, look, I know you got a 15-minute break from your job. Can I bring you a snack for your 15-minute break? Okay? And he gonna drive the 45 minutes to your job and give you a snack on your 15-minute break. That's the only way he gonna be able to see your ass. All right? Because you're fucking busy. Okay? You're not changing nothing for that person, is what I'm trying to say. You're not getting up in the middle of the night to go see him because you have to go to work in the morning or whatever. Okay? And I said all that shit about school and learning and didn't even pay attention to the fact that it says study right here. Okay? You need to be focused. You get in your books. The school year just started. And if you're not in real school, you're in self-school. Okay? You're mastering yourself. Okay? This is pumping me up. And look, they try to put you in the jar. Yeah, they ass go end up in the motherfucking jar. Stuck. No energy. Tired. Okay? It's just definitely a time for us to push through. Definitely a time for us to push through the hard stuff. You're bad. My puppy is bad. Make a wish. Manifest, manifest, manifest. Turn them up, turn them up. Dun, dun, dun. Turn them up, turn them up. Set your intentions. Okay? And make them big. You don't have to make it all, can I just have a crumb? No. Ask for the whole thing. Ask for the whole cake. Okay? Ask for the whole cake. Guarantee you're going to end up at least with half a cake. Okay? You know, just based on your manifestation and manifestation abilities. And sometimes spirit just want to show you something. Okay, so after once you're getting to your groove, mastering yourself, going hard, you got this thing, then you're going to let it go into a flow. And there will be time for rest. Filling up your cup. Look at this. It's so beautiful. They all came out together. So while they're over here shooting darts, or, I don't know, pew pew. Sorry, my weapons are off. How you bow and arrow. And when you shoot a dart like this, through a little, whoo, right? They over here throwing shit at you, baby. Ain't none of that shit hitting. You vibrating too high, okay? Put it in that work, and then you just kind of like let it flow. Like, once you've done all you can, you just stand. Okay? That basically says, like, once you've prayed about it, once you've asked for it, once you put the work in, like, listen, if you're working 40 hours a week, okay, or you're working 40 hours and then you're doing Uber or something like that, like, that's all you can do. Okay? Let it flow. Let spirit make sure that you have what you need, you know? Do what you can and then rest. You know, really let it go. And don't get worried. Don't get caught up worrying and trying to force the energy to go in your direction. Hey. Fresh start, okay? So I feel like, and then a new cycle will begin. You know? Spirit always, they never give us enough, more than what we can stand. They never give us more than what we can handle. Okay? So you'll have a period of grind, rest, and a new beginning. I'm going to wrap it up like this. I'll pray this is the most high power. We're grateful. My needs are always abundantly met. My desires are fulfilled and reflect my inner divinity. Period. Perfect. I'll pray this to the Most High. I count myself blessed to be my own best friend. I listen intently to my higher self's thoughts and perceptions and feelings, knowing that I am consciously guiding myself. Man, if this does not sum it up, we're going to do 2 more of these. I'm going to go. Okay. Every time I try to be like, I'm only doing 2, they're like, me. Like, hold on. I'll pray this the Most High power. The divine is generous and blesses me abundantly through spiritual lessons and blessings. During the challenges, I have the opportunity to rise higher on my path to ascension while finding the hidden gifts in all situations. I love how this basically is retelling the story, okay? Last one. You did it again. They're like, 2. My bad, my phone started ringing. But I'm not sure if you can hear me anymore. I'm going to just end it because this was going to be my last card anyway. Are you able to hear me? Let me know. Because yesterday this happened to me too. But I hadn't been paying attention to the mic in the corner to know whether or not. I believe in infinite adjacent possibilities. Where one door closes, I trust that another will open in divine timing. Just in case you're not able to hear me. It's not very clear. Anyways, thank you so much for being here. Love you. Oh, yeah, all clear. Oh, thank you. I appreciate it. Okay. Thanks, Gamer Cell. Welcome back. Since you can't hear me, I'm going to do one last one of these, okay? I have the power to change my reality when I consciously change my thinking. I raise my vibration and focus only on positive outcomes and manifestations. And that is basically everything that we talked about. You defeat the enemy by focusing on yourself. They're focused on you, trying to defeat you, baby. All you have to do is focus on your goals, stay strong. You know, a lot of times spell work will be like sleepy spells or don't get up and do your work spells, you know. And if you have a routine though, even if you're tired, you still do it. Okay, so remain committed to your commitments. They can't stop you. Okay, beauty routine. Baby, if you're using collagen and you just have a beautiful skincare routine, if a little blemish come up and a little dryness occur, baby, you know how to fix that. You're on top of that. You drinking your water. Who their little puny ass spell work energy they try to send you to make your face dry has nothing on the coconut water that you drink every day. Bookie. Okay? Has nothing to do with the coconut water that you drink every day. Okay? Or the exercise that you do. People be like, you're fat, but you work out. You do your 30 minutes to an hour of exercise. You walk your 10,000 steps, right? You're changed your diet. So, what, that's supposed to hurt your feelings? No, you've already seen what you can accomplish. And that's why you just stay focused on your goals. People, you're not even that smart, but you already know that you wrote a book. Okay? So, you're welcome. I'm glad that it resonates. My dog is touching the tripod. So we're going to wrap this up. So yeah, that's how we win. It's staying focused on what we already had planned on winning. Okay? So peace and love, everybody. Love you.